Welcome to Star Watch Now, your front row seat to all the hottest gossip, drama, and breaking news from the world of entertainment. If it's trending, shocking, or star-studded, we're covering it. Stay tuned. You won't want to miss what's coming next. What if I told you that a Chinese historical drama just smashed through 800 million views, climbed to top 2 on Youku, and brought one underrated actor back into the spotlight with a vengeance? This isn't just a comeback. This is a cinematic resurrection. And it's all happening in Legend of Zang Hai, starring none other than Xiao Jean. Let's dive into the unbelievable rise of a drama that's taking over the internet and rewriting the rules of C-drama success. Let's rewind just a few weeks. Legend of Zang Hai quietly dropped on Youku without much media buzz. No major billboard campaigns, no overly hyped cast interviews. It was just there. Modest. Mysterious. Almost like it didn't want to be noticed. But then something incredible happened. Within just 15 minutes of its first episode airing, the show skyrocketed to #1 in national ratings, peaking at over 2.1%. In a space crowded with big-budget dramas and flashy promotional machines, Legend of Zang Hai silently stole the spotlight and hasn't let go since. In the blink of an eye, this underdog drama smashed past 800 million views on Maoyan, quickly climbed to top 2 on Youku's annual rankings, and triggered a wildfire of buzz across Chinese social media. So what sparked this surprise comeback? The answer lies in something far more powerful than flashy trailers or celebrity cameos. Raw, authentic storytelling, and a lead performance that hit people right in the heart. Enter Xiao Jean, once a breakout star, later sidelined by scandal and silence. For a while, many wondered, would he ever return to the top? Would he ever find a role that demands his full talent? Well, he found it. And the way he slipped into the skin of Zang Hai, this haunted, complex, emotionally scarred man, felt less like acting and more like destiny. You could see it in his eyes. The rage, the grief, the quiet hunger for justice. It wasn't just a role. It was a redemption arc on screen and off. What makes this comeback even more astonishing is how organic it feels. The success didn't come from algorithms or viral marketing. It came from word of mouth, from fans sharing clips, from viewers saying, "You have to see this show." The audience didn't just watch Legend of Zang Hai, they felt it. And in doing so, they helped resurrect not just a show, but an entire career. This wasn't just a comeback. This was a cinematic rebirth, and the world is watching. There was a time when just hearing the name Xiao Jean lit up the internet. Back in 2019, his breakout role in The Untamed turned him into a household name almost overnight. He was everywhere: magazine covers, TV shows, red carpets, fan meets that looked like concerts. For a brief moment, he wasn't just a rising star. He was the face of a new generation. But fame in the Chinese entertainment industry is fragile. After a sudden and controversial online storm in 2020, one sparked not even by Xiao Jean himself, but by actions from part of his fandom, his entire career seemed to hit a wall. Endorsements pulled back. Social platforms quieted. Projects were paused or shelved. His name became more of a whisper than a headline. Many in the industry began asking the question out loud. Is Xiao Jean finished? But Xiao Jean never answered with words. He answered by doing the work, quietly, patiently, out of the spotlight. Fast forward to 2025. Enter Legend of Zang Hai. No flashy comeback press tour. No drama. No apology tour. Just acting pure and powerful. And here's the truth. He didn't just act. He transformed. As Zang Hai, Xiao Jean channels pain with precision. His every glance, every silence, every shift in tone feels loaded with meaning. You're not just watching an actor read lines. You're watching a man unravel a past so dark it could only be performed by someone who knows what it means to lose, to be silenced, to be underestimated. It's poetic, really. Zang Hai's story is one of revenge and rebirth. Xiao Jean's story? Almost identical. He didn't climb his way back with controversy. He did it with craft, consistency, and quiet resilience. Now, fans old and new are coming together. Not out of hype, but out of respect. They're not cheering for the idol he once was. They're cheering for the actor he's become. From forgotten face, to fan favorite, to a force that can no longer be ignored. In a world overflowing with period dramas, palace intrigue, and sword-fighting tropes, Legend of Zang Hai could have easily been just another show. But it isn't, because Legend of Zang Hai does something that most dramas forget to do. It respects the intelligence and emotions of its audience. From the first episode, the tone is clear. This is not a story that will spoon-feed you. It challenges you, pulls you in. It makes you ask, what would I do if everything I believed in was built on a lie? Let's break down why this show hits differently, and why viewers across China, and now internationally, are obsessed. White heavy checkmark, a plot that twists but never breaks. Forget predictable story arcs. Legend of Zang Hai is a psychological maze. Just when you think you've figured out who the villain is, or where the power lies, the script flips. Each episode leaves you questioning what you just saw. And yet, it never loses coherence. It's like watching an ancient puzzle unfold. One painful piece at a time. White heavy checkmark visuals that feel like cinema. You know, a drama is next level when every frame could be a painting. From candlelit palace chambers to wide shots of war-torn mountains, the cinematography here is breathtaking. Director Zhang Xiaolong brings his empresses in the palace experience, but upgrades it with a modern flair. It's moody, elegant, and intensely atmospheric. White heavy checkmark characters that bleed, break, and burn. These aren't just characters. They're people flawed, furious, fragile. Zang Hai is no saint. He's wounded, calculating, and sometimes even cruel. But that's what makes him real. And the supporting cast? They each carry weight. No role feels wasted. White heavy checkmark, a vibe that lingers. It's hard to explain, but if you've seen the show, you know, there's a feeling Legend of Zang Hai leaves behind. Like the smoke after a fire. Like the silence after betrayal. It haunts you in the best way. And that's why Legend of Zang Hai isn't just another drama. It's an experience. It's a story that dares to go darker, deeper, and more human than its competitors. And that's exactly why people can't stop watching. When a show hits viral status in 2025, you know it's more than just good TV. It's a cultural event. Legend of Zang Hai didn't just capture attention. It set the internet on fire. From the moment it premiered, clips from the drama exploded across Douyin, Weibo, Bilibili, and even TikTok. Fans flooded these platforms with reaction videos, meme edits, cosplay, and theories, turning the show into a digital wildfire. The hashtag Legend of Zang Hai quickly racked up hundreds of millions of views in just days. It became a trending topic not only in China but also among international C-drama communities. Whether you were scrolling through your feed or joining a fan group chat, chances were you'd see someone talking about Zang Hai's ruthless intelligence or Xiao Jean's intense acting. But it's not just about numbers. The engagement is deep. Viewers don't just watch episodes. They dissect every scene frame by frame, debate character motives, and analyze every twist. Online forums and fan pages have become hubs for passionate discussion, with fans theorizing who's truly behind the court conspiracies, and which characters will survive the next episode's cliffhanger. Xiao Jean's social media presence has also surged, with his follower count spiking as new fans discover him through the drama. Comments often praise his growth as an actor, many noting how Legend of Zang Hai marks a turning point in his career. This renewed fandom energy fuels the buzz, creating a positive feedback loop that drives more people to watch the show and stay hooked. Streaming platforms have reported record-breaking numbers, and merchandise related to the drama is flying off shelves. In an age where attention is fleeting, Legend of Zang Hai has captured and held it, creating a vibrant, engaged community around a story that feels alive. Simply put, the internet can't get enough of this show, and it doesn't look like that's changing anytime soon. Every comeback story begs the question, what's next? For Xiao Jean, Legend of Zang Hai isn't just a single win. It's potentially the dawn of a whole new chapter in his career. After years of ups and downs, of highs that felt sky high and lows that seemed endless, Xiao Jean is proving that true talent, when paired with resilience, never fades. This role has not only reignited his fanbase, but also earned him fresh respect from critics and industry insiders alike. His portrayal of Zang Hai shows maturity, emotional depth, and an understanding of complex characters that few actors achieve so early in their careers. Many are now predicting that Xiao Jean will become one of the defining faces of Chinese historical dramas in the years to come. Moreover, the massive success of Legend of Zang Hai opens doors to bigger projects, endorsements, and possibly international recognition. This momentum could mark the beginning of a new golden era, not just for Xiao Jean, but for the kind of intense, layered storytelling Chinese dramas are capable of. The question isn't if Xiao Jean can come back, it's how far he can go from here. Folded hands, closing message plus call to action. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this deep dive into Legend of Zang Hai and Xiao Jean's incredible comeback, don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and ring the bell to stay updated on all the latest drama news and celebrity stories. Backhand index pointing down, I'd love to hear from you. What do you think about Xiao Jean's performance? Is Legend of Zang Hai the best drama of 2025 so far? Drop your thoughts and favorite moments in the comments below. Let's chat. Until next time, keep loving great stories and unforgettable performances. See you soon on the channel.